Have you ever imagined someone in your family changing completely like night and day just because of a mysterious little jar? Well, that's exactly what happened in my house, and I just have to share this story with you. Because honestly, it still feels like something straight out of a cartoon. I'm Baby Peter, and you're watching the BabyCast Reviews channel. If you're curious about the surprising stories I'm about to share, make sure to hit that subscribe button because every single day I bring you fresh content to help you break free from the system. Oh, and don't forget to drop a comment below telling me which product you'd like to hear my opinion on. I've got something I just have to tell you about what happened at my house, and you're not going to believe it. Everyone always said my grandpa was forgetful. And not just sometimes for him, it was all the time. He was like mom's old phone that never saves pictures. You tap, 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 but nothing ever stays. One day he called me Pickles. The next day he called me Little Fish. Once he even shouted, "Come here, little chick." Ha ha ha. I actually like that one because I love baby chicks, but still, that's not my name. And the funniest part, he never got it right, not even by accident. My name is Baby Peter, but then, one day, a mysterious jar showed up on the table. White bottle, big black lid, and the label said MemoShiield. When I read it, I thought, whoa, that sounds like Marvel stuff. Just like those secret higher-old agents with shiny shields and flying cars. I pictured Grandpa turning into a superhero with a cape. Except instead of saving the world, he was going to save his brain from all the memory mess. To help you understand, Grandpa, before MemoShield, was like a fridge with no light. You open the door, but everything is dark. He'd forget the keys in the door, forget the pan on the stove, forget what day the garbage truck came, and Mom would get so mad when it passed by. One time, I saw him looking all over the house for his glasses, and guess where they were? On top of his head. He got so frustrated he even grumbled, "These glasses have a life of their own." Baby Pickles. Yep, he called me Pickles again. And Mom would always say, "Dad, you need to pay attention. You can't forget everything like this." But he just laughed it off, pretending it was no big deal. Still, I could tell it made him sad inside. Nobody likes feeling like their memory is slipping away. So when he grabbed that white jar with the big black lid, I honestly thought it was superhero vitamins. I asked him, "Grandpa, is that hero food, like Popeye's spinach?" And he answered in this strong, confident voice, which was rare, since he usually forgot what he was saying. "No, Baby Peter, this is my memory shield. It's called MemoShield." Wow, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. A shield inside little capsules. I started imagining him fighting off tiny monsters called forgettings. They'd run toward him shouting, "Ha ha ha, let's erase Grandpa's memory." And he'd swing his shield, wham, "Not today, forgetting." But honestly, deep down, I didn't believe it. I figured he'd just take it once and then forget where he left the jar. Except, the next morning, the impossible happened. He looked right at me, smiled big, and said, "Good morning, Baby Peter." I swear, I almost fell on my butt from shock. He actually said my name correctly. Not Pickles, not Little Fish, not Little Chick. Baby Peter. I was so happy I hugged his leg like a puppy that won't let go. And it didn't stop there. He remembered to turn off the stove. He took the trash out on time. He even checked the mailbox without leaving the key stuck in the door. Mom was stunned. Her jaw practically hit the floor. Over time, Grandpa started getting sharper, like a brand new knife. He remembered Mom's birthday without anyone whispering it to him. He rattled off the Wi-Fi password before Dad could even find the scrap of paper. And the most amazing part, he recalled Grandma's famous carrot cake recipe. That cake was legendary in the family. Everyone tried to make it, but it never tasted the same. Grandpa closed his eyes and started reciting 3 medium carrots, 4 eggs, 1 cup of oil, 2 cups of sugar. I just stared at him, thinking, whoa. He turned into human Google. Mom even grabbed a notebook to write it down and promised she'd bake it on Sunday. After that, our house started feeling like a cartoon. Grandpa was full of stories from his youth. He remembered his very first car, the red bike he got at age 10, even the songs that played on the radio the day he married Grandma. I imagined his brain like a giant library. Before, it was dusty and locked up. But with MemoShiield, it was like someone opened all the windows, cleaned the shelves, and switched on the lights. And the sweetest part, he started remembering my little things too. When I showed him my drawing of a dinosaur, he said, that looks like the one you made last week, but this time you gave it bigger teeth. And I just stood there, shocked, because I didn't even remember I'd drawn one before. And now I want to challenge you, the one listening, drop a comment down below in my diary and tell me if something like this has ever happened in your family. Have you ever seen someone suddenly start remembering everything? Or have you come across a product that promised to be magical? Share it with me. I love reading those funny stories and turning them into podcast memories. You know, watching Grandpa remember things again was really amazing. It honestly felt like a cartoon, kind of like Popeye with his spinach. But I learned something as fun as it is to imagine magical little jars. We can't just believe everything without thinking. Even with a powerful name like MemoShiield, real life isn't made of super pills. What truly matters is taking care, paying attention, and of course, always listening to what the doctor says. So that was Baby Peter's review of MemoShiield. Is it really a shield for the memory, or just a toy disguised as capsules? I don't know, but one thing's for sure, Grandpa's doing great. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell so you don't miss the next episode. Because another amazing story is coming up, with another product that promises to change your life. But is it real, or just a funny tale? Find out on the next BabyCast review.